we got some new merch made, but it's only exclusive for our Patreoners.
So if you go on our Patreon, we got some new tiers. We got the coffee mug tier.
And the hoodie tier.
And if you're a defibrillator, you get both! Baby. So make sure you go to Patreon, check that out, and thank you guys so much for supporting, and enjoy the video.
You know how over time, as civilizations, I can't say that word. Civilizations, did I say it right? Anyway, as civilizations advance, we end up leaving our history behind. And it's kind of sad, right? No, am I the only one? I'm like,
Doomed to repeat it again.
do you know how civilizations advance?
Yes.
And then we end up leaving our history behind?
Absolutely.
And then that's kind of sad.
What's the sad
Super
part about
sad.
So we just build like new shit on top of
I'm
old
kind of
shit?
okay with us leaving World War II behind and the depression and like...
Oh no, I'm talking about like structural things.
Oh, like the pyramids.
Like ancient aliens.
Ah, yeah.
Like how we have a toilet on top of old Native American burial grounds?
Yeah. I like that.
But yeah, like who knows what's under this building, you know? Like what have we covered up?
Japanese internment camp.
Yep.
It's true. A lot of them still live in my neighborhood, Culver City.
Oh, that's true. You're by Little Osaka.
I am. Great ramen over there.
On Sawtell, yeah.
Yeah. Oof.
Yeah, well, there's this grocery store, the supermarket called Lidl. Have you guys heard of it? And it's in Dublin, but they have like a chain all over the place. Anyway, so they are a supermarket, and they recently opened up a store where they restored an archaeological site underneath this supermarket to allow its shoppers to see it and actually appreciate it.
So you're just pushing your shopping cart and everyone's crashing because you're just looking underground?
Yeah.
Is it glass?
You're saying
Yeah.
Dublin, Ireland?
Yes, Dublin, Ireland.
Yeah, well, they have cool shit. We wouldn't have.
We don't have old shit like
We
that.
built a grocery store on top of a Piggly Wiggly.
That's right.
Yeah. I guess when I was saying we is like as like
The world.
Human?
world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was in Jordan, and there was my cousins were like, yeah, you want to go see something cool? Like we're gonna go kind of just go up in the mountains and like go smoke hookah. I was like, cool. They drive us up, and there's no like guards, toll booths. There's just you drive up this mountain, and then when we get to the top, ancient ruins. Like we're talking 2,000 years old. And where you can still see like the foundation of where the rooms were, old pots.
Wow.
Like that should be in a fucking museum.
Can I say?
I mean, it was like, fragments of old pots.
Yeah, but they should be in the museum kind of stuff, right? But it's just chilling.
They're like just pulled out 2 fold-out chairs, and we sat down and like,
Smoked hookah.
Yeah, smoked hookah out in this like what?
That's tight.
What always survives? The old pots, the old spoons. Why didn't they just make everything out of that shit?
Is this a bit?
Nah, dude, it's a fucking the
Maybe
old dishware, all that
middle?
stuff survives.
That's because women know how to take care of stuff.
That's what it is.
True.
We should make everything out of clay again.
That's what I'm saying.
Clay cars.
Clay cars?
Yeah, clay strip shawls. Imagine if everyone had clay cars and then you get into a crash. That should just break apart. Nobody's hurt.
It'd be
You
a
know what I
much
mean?
more pleasant sound.
You want to go back to the Flintstones.
Clay cars.
Are the
clay
tires
planes.
still rubber tires? Just
Of course they are, Bart.
Oh.
What kind of fucking question is that? Of course they're rubber. Clay cars, you rubber? Yes.
Yeah, I see.
No, he wants everything clay, not rubber.
Even the
Well, I don't
wheels
know.
are
The wheel
rubber.
would probably reflect the time, and it would be either wood or stone.
Spinners.
Oh, you lost
Yeah.
Spinners.
Wood.
Yeah, clay spinners on rubber tires.
Wow.
They're all 22s.
Yeah, true. Or like glass too. Doesn't it last a long time? Like the
Glass
windows,
lasts a long
the stained
time.
I
windows.
have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, I'm gonna show you guys a video of this Dublin supermarket.
They're doing too much. It's
like-
cool, but they're doing too much.
I feel like I'm gonna
You
like
could go
this.
under. You could see underground.
Yep.
What's under there?
Oh, it's like Demolition Man.
From toys to tools to trumpets.
Oh, it's just that section. Okay.
Well, there's like other parts of the store as well.
Wow, 11th century house, huh?
Okay.
They're faking all these movements, bro.
It's a unique structure for Dublin. We don't know of anything quite like this in the city. I'm sure it functioned as many things, as a house, as an extra space for the family. It's a domestic structure, so we have to imagine there would have been a suburb here of Hiberno Norse Dubliners who are effectively the ancestors of the Vikings.
That's right. The two main archaeological features.
These are the fakest Irish accents.
She talks so funny.
Yeah,
I love it.
so
We
fake.
then have a lot of information, displays around the store that helps people interpret that. So I think it's
These
a
actors
unique
suck, huh?
opportunity for people to come and see a bit of medieval Dublin while doing their weekly shop.
That's tight.
They're
Right, that's what I was saying. I'm like having history with modern times.
my question is though, like, all right, did you guys see anything? Cause I just saw dirt.
Yeah.
like rock piles.
Old stone.
I just saw fucking dirt. I didn't see anything like,
Cool.
yeah.
But if you're gonna have a grocery store museum, I think that lives up to it.
It's cool.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
It would just be tough to be an archaeologist, have this be your like life's work, and then also be asked where the butter is. You know, like
Right, that's what I mean.
I
They're doing
work
too
under the
much.
Albertsons.
under the Albert.
Under.
I do this 1,000 times a day.
I wanted to see like a horned helmet and a axe.
Oh, that'd be tight.
You know what I mean? Like a hammer.
Post Viking era.
Oh, it's I thought it was a
But
Viking
it's just an
house.
old
After
house.
they became little pussies.
Yeah, that's when they stopped stabbing people, huh?
They just start fighting people.
But yeah, they're saying it's a 11th century home that was discovered.
Have you guys been to the basement level of the Louvre in Paris?
Huh?
The basement level of
Yeah,
the
the
Louvre?
castle ruins,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's
That
pretty
shit's
cool.
sick.
They built a museum on top of that.
Oh really? I didn't know that.
Those
Yeah.
castle ruins down there?
Yeah, when you on the way out,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can go
Damn, you have a
and
good ass memory.
they'll show you. Oh, I love that place.
Yeah.
I love museums, man. I could be in there for hours.
Did you go to the Napoleon one?
That one was one of my favorite. I gotta go back and do it again. The military museum.
That was tight, yeah.
Man, they were so small.
Yeah.
It's like children's in a fucking army outfit.
They're like literally like extra small, like what would be our size of an extra small or small
It's like
t-shirt?
Taika size.
That was their
That was their
uniform.
grown men size.
Like they're even
Was the
their
average size of dudes back then like 5'3" or something?
It looked
I think
like
so,
that.
yeah, like 5'3", 100 pounds.
Dude, imagine how many of those dudes you could have fucked up.
Yeah.
You could have taken so they would bring you out as like, you know, in the beginning of that movie Troy where Brad Pitt comes out and he has to fight the biggest dude. You would have been the big guy.
What about him?
If that was historically correct,
giant.
that giant was probably like 5'8".
And everyone else was like 3'5".
There was a knight's suit on a massive horse, and he looked like over 6 feet though. So there were tall people. I'm assuming like it had to happen, right?
Wasn't everything
But-
smaller though? Weren't the horses smaller too?
Yeah, everything was
But
small.
everything was smaller.
They were
yeah.
all pony sized, I think.
There's some weird shit like a fucking 3-person pistol. Like the
Oh,
the
shit, the
trigger was
barrel
over
is all
here,
huge.
and then the barrel like it was like a guy holding it over his shoulder, and another guy holding the end of it, and it was just one shot.
What? It's like the Joker gun in Batman 1989.
Way longer,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Were the flag cops out there?
That's a classic.
Yeah, but it's like a 10-foot
it.
fucking pistol, but it took 3 people to operate it.
Crazy, man.
Wow.
It's weird.
Dude, I'd love to fuck up some old medieval.
Feel like a warrior, huh?
It's like a video game. Like they're like the easy kill, and they're so weak, and they're always like they were malnourished back then too. They only ate fucking bread.
Still fighting.
All carb diet.
I know.
Dude, there was a Reddit like story idea that got optioned for a movie, and it was where a guy goes back in time and he has I think he has a machine gun, and he's just fucking up every
yeah.
army.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool idea for a movie.
That'll be funny until he runs out of bullets.
What's the butterfly effect of that?
I don't know. I just saw the pitch. Yeah.
Hopefully,
And then I got optioned,
yeah.
which is cool. But that could mean it'll never happen too. You never know.
That is true.
Held on to the idea.
They bought the rights and they're like, maybe we'll make it. Who knows?
They realize it's like a short film. It's 15 minutes and we don't really know what to do after he runs out of bullets.
Yeah, it's kind of like a Kung Fury situation. Yeah.
Kung Fury.
It wears off after a while.
Yeah. But I don't know. I thought it was pretty interesting how they preserved history.
Well, like I said, it was in Demolition Man in that movie, one of my favorite Stallone movies. Their museum is like that, where it's glass, and then below it is like old LA, you know, where they're, you know, and then above it, yeah, it's like, and you know, they break it and then they go down and it's like, oh, old cars, you know, and it was,
Like Futurama.
yeah, Yeah, well, Futurama had the underground city, right? Is that what you're talking
old
about? That was
LA too,
preserved.
yeah. Or
Inner
New York.
Earth. We can get into some Inner Earth talk.
I'd love to.
Some people believe the Earth is more of a honeycomb as opposed to a.
Some people
Journey to the center of the Earth.
Really?
Some people believe that the moon is hollow as well.
Absolutely.
And it's a space station for aliens.
Well, they dropped the moon lunar module.
I could finish your sentence for you right now.
Yeah, but you won't. They dropped it as a science experiment as Buzz and Neil and the other one. As they were taking off, they dropped the useless part of the module to see what would happen, and it rang like a bell for hours.
What do you think of that shit?
What? Is this for real?
The moon did, or that piece of metal?
They had a seismograph.
Yeah, the metal did?
Yeah, it was the metal.
The metal hit it, yeah, but then it rang so long that it had to have been. It indicated that it was could have been hollow.
Let me ask you this.
I also believe the Earth's flat.
It's not. What if it was made out of a
Yeah.
gong?
Does that mean true? Does that mean the Earth is hollow, or perhaps there was some instrumentation failure? I think it's A.
You think the Earth is hollow?
The more interesting option is the right option.
Exactly.
But what about the volcanoes?
Well, they just announced that they saw proof of water on the moon and shit.
Yeah.
So that's
I can't
pretty
participate in this because my son is only he's just learned that there's only 8 planets, so I can't go past that.
You know how obsessed I am with space, though.
I do know how upset, but I can't participate because that's all I know.
Well, they should teach the fact that the Germans had a breakaway civilization and went to the moon and had a base, and then subsequently Mars.
I don't believe you, but is that true?
Where does all the dark money go? It goes into top secret black site
Trillions
projects.
of dollars that just evaporate.
Goes missing.
You know, right before 9/11 happened, the Pentagon lost $3 trillion, and then they were getting hassled for it, and then 9/11 happened. Why did that happen? Huh? To distract maybe?
So what are you saying that the money went to Mars?
That it's still
Space
ringing.
programs.
The moon base, Tiff.
Yeah.
No, because then he
Today.
said they went from the moon to Mars. That's what he just said.
Well, the Germans did. The Germans,
Yeah.
the Nazi Germans, they went to Antarctica first, then they went to the moon. They had
Yeah.
perfected spacecrafts, much like what we would call UFOs today. They actually
figured it out.
reversed engineered that technology from crash disks, went to Antarctica, and then we sent a fleet to Antarctica. They beat our ass. We went back. Germans went to the moon and then Mars, and still are up there today.
And then we did Operation Paperclip, and then we
brought Nazis
we
over.
brought Nazi scientists
Right.
over, and then they helped us get to the
they founded
get to the
NASA.
moon.
Werner von Braun was the
Yep.
head of NASA, and he was an ex-Nazi.
Yep.
Yep.
Is that
And our
what
whole
they-
space program is founded by occultists. Jack Parsons. Look it up. It's very interesting. Not too far from where we record this podcast.
Yep.
JPLF.
I can't look it up because then I get all fucked up and I'm like, why am I even here?
Yeah.
It's all fake.
I haven't been right since I looked at the article years ago.
Oh fuck.
Just before
You're my
9/11
future.
too. Also, the airline
Not me.
stocks got sold.
After I
Fuck
read
off.
after I read this stuff, I just open up Pornhub and jack off.
Nice. That's a way to cope.